Welcome everybody to a little behind the scenes. Whenever I make a new recipe, something I've never done before, uh, you don't see me do this on my regular channel, but I do a lot of practice because I don't want to look like an idiot while I'm doing it. So we're doing Scotch eggs today. I've had them. I've probably made them in some other manner, just boiling water and stuff like that. But we're going to do them in our Ninja Foodi. And I've never done that before. I've made plenty of hard-boiled eggs. You can go back and watch my 555 recipe for the perfect hard-boiled egg. But that's not what we want here. When we cut into our Scotch eggs, I'm not looking for a hard-boiled egg. I'm looking for a soft-boiled egg. So I got to figure out how to hard-boil an egg that's soft enough so that I can still air fry it. Because remember, this is a Scotch egg. We're going to wrap it in sausage and put it back in the air fryer. So we're going to do a little experimenting in our Foodi now. I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. Nothing fancy here. And we'll see what we come up with. All right, to start with, I've got my rack in here flipped upside down. You can put it that way or that way. I want to get it pretty low. I got a cup of cold water. And we're just going to do one egg at a time. Maybe we'll get lucky and get it on the first one. I don't know. So one egg. And we're going to put the pressure lid on. And we're going to go for... Now, my normal hard-boiled, again, was 555. 5 minutes under pressure, 5 minutes natural pressure, and then 5 minutes in an ice bath. We don't want that. I don't think I want any natural at all. So I'm going to start with a 2-minute... no naturals, a 2-minute and a quick release. Let's start with that. And straight into an ice bath. All right, guys, lid on. Flip it over to the left to seal. Power up. So we're going to do 2 minutes on high. And we're going to do an immediate release. So the second it hits 2, we're going to reach up, flip the lever, and get this straight into an ice bath for... And I don't even know if I want to go for 5 minutes. This is what we're doing, a little experimenting. So we'll put an ice bath for 2. We'll do 2 and 2. And we'll cut it open and see what we got. We're doing our little countdown here under pressure. As soon as we hit 0, I'm going to release the pressure and get it straight over into this bowl of water that I've got an ice cube in. And we're going to put a timer on that for 2 minutes as well. So we're going to do 2 and 2. All right, our egg busted open on us. So that is not going to make a very good Scotch egg. So that's a problem I don't like. See that, guys? We're going to go ahead and cool it and peel it anyway, just so we can see what the center looks like, but I don't understand why that popped open on me. Considerable amount of egg went into the Foodi. So that ruined this egg for a Scotch egg. It can still be used for a egg salad or something like that if it's not undercooked. So we'll find out in a few minutes. Let's let it cool. But we certainly can't serve that now, can we? This is why we test first. So we're going to need to figure out why that happened. I'm going to guess there was a micro fracture in the shell before I started. So obviously we're going to have to do it again. And these are the things you don't usually see when I'm showing you my regular videos. Sometimes I'll cook a steak 5 times before I get it right, and then I'll show you how I did it. All right, let me show you what I'm dealing with here. First off, the shell is not coming off. This was improperly done, and the inside is still raw. I can pour that out of there. Way too soft. But I can't count the time as wrong yet. I'm going to have to do another one at 2 minutes because this busted open. So it didn't actually cook properly. So we're going to do another one at 2 minutes and try again. All right, this was take 2. I have no cracks in it at all. 2 minutes, immediate release of pressure and immediately into the ice water. And we're going to leave this in here for about 2 minutes or so. At least a minimum of 2 minutes. Just roll it around a little bit, let it cool. And we're going to shell that one and cut it open and see how we did. I think it's going to be Well, you know what? I don't know what to think. I think it's going to be soft cooked, which is what I want. But how soft? That's the question. Actually, I wanted you to see this. That is basically a raw egg. I could not take the shell off. It just cracked in half like that. But remember, I'm not. Well, I got to get the shell off for the Scotch eggs, but I'm not going to cut them until after they're cooked. But as you can see, I'm going to hold this over this cup. That is a raw egg. And that is not going to work. All right, that was 2 minutes. So now I'm thinking to go to a different method using a little natural pressure release. I got to get it cooked a little better than that. But good news is it did not crack under pressure that time. I think I must have had a micro fracture in the first one. Anyway, let's get this set up again. And I'm going to do 2 minutes and then 1 minute under natural pressure release. So that's a total of 3 minutes. Give you some of my thought process here. I couldn't really peel that egg because it hadn't set up enough. It was just like a raw egg. So I need to find that balance between we're going to do 2 and then 1 under natural. So I need to get it just cooked enough where I can get the shell off, because we're going to go about 7 to 10 minutes in the air fryer for the sausage and the coating. So that's a long time. And we still want it to come out as a sort of a between, I'd call it a medium egg. So this is a little tricky to get it timed right, y'all, because I barely want to cook it here and want most of my cooking to happen under the air fryer, but I still need to be able to get the shell off the egg. So that's what we're going to go for now. 2, 1 natural, ice water, peel it, very carefully peel it this time, and hope for the best. All right, y'all, that was 2 minutes under pressure, 1 minute natural pressure. You can see I have a crack running through the shell this time, and that's fine. None of the egg came out at all, so that's just going to help me get the shell off later. So we're just going to let this cool now. I may actually give this a few more minutes. Let's give it a full 5 in the ice bath here. Let's make sure it's completely cooled before we try to get the shell off. And once the shell is off, I'm going to have to cut it open just to see what's going on inside. And I want it pretty soft, because 7 minutes is a long time under pressure, under air fryer. So I want it pretty soft. So that the idea, again, if you missed what I'm doing here, simple experimentation. I need to be able to get the shell off and still have the yolk soft. Simple as that. I think we may have it this time. All right, guys, here we go. This is 2 minutes, 1 minute natural, about 5 minutes in cold water, and very gently peeled. And it did peel just fine. But I already know this is an incredibly soft egg. I could barely pick it up. It is just squishing, which is pretty much what I want. So I kind of want to see the yolk run when I cut this. Anyway, I should see an egg yolk run when I do this. Here we go. Oh, yeah. That is super soft. Look at that. That is exactly what I'm after. Barely cooked and peelable. That means that this will cook up real nicely in the air fryer. It's going to be anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes. With the coating, it's going to have some panko, breadcrumbs, and sausage wrapped around it, you know what a Scotch egg is. And voila.